Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the bell. Trucking with David H on Facebook. And oh yeah, the party is over. And I'm sick. That sucks. Let's see who wants to play. See if anybody wants to play with old Davy. Got a runny nose. Bullshit and some bullshit. We'll give it a couple of minutes. See what's up. See what's up. What's up. What's up. How you doing, Dakota? Angela? Hey, hey, hey. Jason. What's up, Jason? Man, I'm getting sick, boys and girls. This sucks. I'm about ready for bed, but I figured I'd check in and yep, the party's over. Back to work, back at it. Everybody's back out on the road trying to make a living. I've got this load picking up first thing in the morning, heading to Laredo, and then I got a load heading from Laredo back home because I got a doctor's appointment. So yes, I'll be going right back home. So what the hell? What's up, Glenn? How you doing, man? Yeah, no kidding. It's Jeremy's fault. Melissa wasn't feeling good this morning either. Not you till Wednesday morning. Okay. But forgive me if boogers run down my face. I just can't help it. They just won't stop. They just won't stop. But I'm sitting here at a truck stop in an undisclosed location, picking up 7 miles up the street. And yeah, should be a good day. I called them up because I'm picking up at the ports. So I talked to them this morning and made damn sure you guys allow dogs on your ports. No, they sure didn't, Glenn. They sure didn't. Neither one of them. That's my luck, man. It's like the Walmart account never replied to me either until I actually called him and got him on the phone. But he never responded to my text or my emails. What's up, little Joe? Good to see you back in the saddle, he says. Yep. For a couple of days. I'm out for 3 days. I'll be back on the 20th. I deliver in Houston on the 20th, and then I'll be going home from there because I got to go to a doctor's appointment on Monday. Oh, I got some pretty bad news. Yesterday or the day before. So that sucks. I don't know how bad the damage is or what the end result's going to be, but I went and did my DOT physical, and when I left the DOT physical, my exhaust manifolds on my pickup truck, I've got a 2018 or a 2019 Chevy Silverado with the 6.0 gas engine in it. When I bought it, it had a broken exhaust manifold bolt, and it was tick, 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 tick. So, I told them, hey, I'll buy the truck, but I want that fixed. So they fixed that. Everything was good to go. Up until about a month ago, I started hearing tick, tick, tick again. And I looked, and one of the bolts are broken, and one of them are loose. But that's not the bad news. That's actually only a couple $100 fix, talking to a shop about it. The bad news is the other day, 2 days ago, when I went and did my DOT physical, when I left the physical, I'm driving out of there and I hear clack, 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 and I'm thinking, that ticking sounds awfully, as I'm driving. I've never heard it while I was driving. I go, it must have really gotten bad. And then forgot all about it until I think later that day when I started the truck up, and the ticking was still very faint. I was like, well, what the fuck was that? And I got out of the truck and I walked around to the passenger side of the truck. Man, it's got a pretty significant knock coming from the lower end of the engine. You know, knock, 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 knock. Which sucks. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, this motor's shot. The problem is, it doesn't do it when it's cold. It does it after it warms up. And then, like today, it wasn't doing it. It did it yesterday, and today it did it for 2 days straight. And then today, it wasn't doing it. Justin says, do you going to Prime? Do you going to Prime? Do you mean, am I going to Prime? No, I'm not going to Prime. I am not going to Prime. No prime time for me. At this point, man, I just can't do it. I haven't given Landstar a fair enough shake to say that it's not doable. Shut up, Angela. I know Lucas told you to write that. I don't really mean shut up, Angela. I mean shut up, Lucas. I'd never talk to your woman like that. In all honesty, if I can do a certain number here at Landstar without killing myself, I'll have no problem staying here. At all. But I just gotta figure out how to make that magic number. I gotta figure out how to make that magic number. I hit that magic number sometimes, but it's rare. If you keep talking about it, then it'll become the truth by going to Prime. No, not necessarily. Talking about things sometimes helps people figure things out. I'm one to sit and talk about things a lot. You know, I'll say what's on my mind rather than just keep it on my mind. So if I'm thinking about doing something, I might come on here and say, well, I'm thinking about doing this or I'm thinking about doing that. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it. It just means I'm thinking about it. You know, bounce the idea off the wife, off the friends, you know, whatever. Well, you have to stay out more than 2 weeks. Yeah. I know, Peterbilt. The problem, Peterbilt, is I have no desire to stay out with how crappy the loads pay. It's like I don't even want to work. It's like, why do I want to bust my ass for peanuts? I can destroy my truck and wear it out to break even. Or I could go home, not wear my truck out, and live off of a little bit of my savings account. So right now I'm electing to run very minimal until I see rates start going up. Because if I can't run for a certain amount of dollar, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it anymore. Glenn wants to know if they ever answered you, Trace. Confused Outlaw says, what's up, Dave? I hit the like button on the way in. Well, thank you, Confused Outlaw. Trace says, I know I'm in Dallas, and Dallas is ass. Which is bullshit. Dallas should not be a bad market. Although, you know what? Texas is just a bad market. You need to get out of Texas. I don't know why you're so intrigued with staying in Texas. There ain't no money in Texas, bro. The only reason why I'm in Texas right now is because I got to go home on Monday. Oh, you've got their phone number, huh, Trace? I need that phone number. Laredo didn't even have very decent loads coming out of there. I'm making more money going to Laredo than coming out of Laredo. And you know what? I'll share these numbers with you just so you know I'm not full of shit. I'm going to make $840 going to Laredo, $239 a mile, and I'm going to make $727 coming out of Laredo, $204 a mile. Both of them are, let's see, the one going to Laredo is 395 miles plus my deadhead, so it's 458 miles, 450 miles to Laredo because of the deadhead, but it's only 395 loaded miles. Coming out of Laredo, I got 0 deadhead because I'm picking up in Laredo, and 356 miles. So let's take the deadhead out of there even. I'm still doing more miles for more cents per mile. So coming out of Laredo is not paying all that great. There was a Tennessee load coming out of Laredo that would have paid about $1.80 a mile. There's one going to Kentucky. That's okay. Yeah, but what is okay? $1.50 a mile? That's not okay with me. I'm done. I've noticed that Landstar loads are about $600 a day and $1.50 a mile, maybe $6.50 a day, $1.50, 55 a mile. I'm not running for $1.50 a mile no more. I mean, to get out of a bad area is one thing. Yeah, that's fine, but I'm not going to run all over the U.S. playing $1.50, $1.50 bullshit. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll go back to Prime first. I guarantee you I'll go. I promise you I will go back to Prime first. I'm not running my truck for $1.50 a mile. I'm just not doing it. I also don't want to run a bunch of short runs for $2 a mile because that gets old too. Picking up today, delivering tomorrow. Well, now you're out of you can't keep that going consistently to make a week out of it, because you'll end up overlapping at some point and just not have the hours to pick up and run that load. I would really love to get on a dedicated myself. I'd love to get on a dedicated that pays X amount of dollars, know where I'm going, what I'm doing, where I need to figure out where I'm going to shut down at, where I'm going to do 34s at, whether, on this end or that end. And then, doing a dedicated, I'd run out for 3 weeks at a time, maybe 4 weeks at a time. Yeah, it's probably not $269 a mile after Landstar's cut. That's one of the problems, is Landstar takes a big ass piece of the pie. And I seen somebody on the Facebook group page make a good point. They said, hey, when we're picking up these loads from these third-party freaking agents or brokers or whatever you want to call them, and they start up with all this bullshit of download this app for tracking and we're going to call you every hour or whatever, and so on and so forth. Isn't that what part of the 35% should be getting paid for? Shouldn't Landstar be talking to them and having the tracking and all that work? Why is it that we have to pay Landstar all the money plus deal like we're freaking full-blown own authority motherfuckers out here? I mean, what are we really getting for the 35% is what I'm asking. My fixed costs at Landstar, well, I think I just paid off my plates and something else. Maybe about $100. Something like that. What's up, Soup Sandwich? I love that name, dude. I love that name. I love that name. It makes me think of tomato soup and a grilled cheese. Or a freaking house special soup with a turkey sandwich or something. Let's see here. Oh, my tablet is charged. My insurance is more than 100? No, it's not. What insurance you talking about? My insurance is $34. I can tell you right now. Let my tablet fire up. Let my tablet fire up, and I'll go look for you right now, and give you the exact. I don't pay my insurance through Landstar, Michael. So that's not part of my That's not part of my Landstar fees. I don't have Landstar's insurance. My insurance I pay is $239. I think it's $239 a month. So $239 divided by, 239 times 12 divided by 52, I guess you can do, and that'll be my weekly cost. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. If we got to get enough signal to work this, because it's acting kind of sluggish, my man. Log in. Oh yeah, it's acting really sluggish. That might be the tablet waking up though. Did I forget my password? Are you going to Prime Inc? No, I'm not going to Prime. What's up, Mr. Latimer? That's still a fixed cost. That's the same thing as the other YouTube trucker saying gross pay. No, he asked me what's my freaking fixed cost at Landstar. He didn't ask me what my fixed costs were. He asked me what my fixed costs were Landstar. I assume he was going somewhere with that. That's got nothing to do with the other YouTubers saying anything. He asked me what my costs at Landstar were. If you want to know my fixed costs, that's a different story. But what am I being charged by Landstar is another story. Don't be trying to twist it all up there, brother. Don't be trying to get it all twisted. Do, 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 do. Let's see. So if you want to know what my actual fixed costs are, I can get you that to the best of my ability here. Just give it, it's loading the page. Yeah, it's kind of slow right now, so give it a second. Give it a second. She's being slow as shit. Let's see. Do I not have sheets on here? God damn, this thing is... Yeah, my tablet's running really slow. Just in general, it rebooted. Maybe because it's a fucking 1920s tablet. Angela says he's not going to Prime just yet. Lucas. Oh, that must be Lucas. He would go back to Prime. He's afraid of getting the FU buttons. He would go back to Prime. He's afraid of getting the FU buttons, huh? What's your food cost? Well, I spend $100 a week, but throw half the food away, so just spend $50 a week. What's my food cost? What's my food cost a week? Hell, I don't fucking know. That's that. How the hell? I don't eat out. I usually spend about 90 bucks for a week out. I'll spend about 90 bucks at the grocery store and maybe eat out once or twice while I'm on the road. So maybe $120 a week, $100 a week. Fuck, I don't know. But then that week's food lasts me longer than a week. For instance, I have food on my truck that's going to take me through the 3 days, and it's all food I took from the house, spaghetti and chili. I did buy some fish out of the truck stop here, but yeah, it was pretty good. Okay, let's see. Contractor statement. Let me look at this last thing. I can tell you what my fix there are, and then I can tell you what my insurance is. Okay, so my plates, I got no remaining balance. My permits, I got no remaining balance. So right now, coming out is just my liability, medical liability, unladen liability, which is $34. It's $33.98, so we'll call it $34. And $31.88 for the medical bullshit. So we got 64. Wait, 30, 64, 65. So we got $65 right there. So I got $65. Now let's figure the other $65. Equals divided by 52. So my insurance is costing me so we'll call it $65 a week. So we got 34, 30, what do we get? 34, 64, 60, so 65 and 65. So you got 120. So $130 a week are my fixed costs for the truck, not including fucking buying food and all that crap. I mean, I've never heard of figuring that as your fixed cost before, but I never have. But as far as coming out of my bank account to pay things, it's, what did I just say, 130 bucks? Truck stop. Now, they just made it. It was pretty good. But yeah, it did make me sick, and I had to go lay down for a while. Not because it was bad. It's just it was too much food. They gave you 2 fillets of fish. I ate one of the fillets, 2 bites of the beans, and 2 bites of the rice, and I'm like dead to the world. I'm ready for a coma. Now you guys ask all the all the money questions you want now, because you know at some point I'm shutting down the money questions. You know I never talk money. But because money's bad, I want people to realize that, you know, things aren't all fucking rosy. So I'm talking money because things are bad. Let's see. I didn't see an ELD on here. I got voluntary escrow, voluntary escrow, voluntary escrow, weekly deductions. Okay, yeah, pre-pass. Okay, I didn't see these. That was right. It's right below my so 130, 140, 150, 157. It was right below that one. So you got 157. So my weekly deduction is 157. One, two, three, 250. And that particular week, I put 1, 2, 380, 390, 397, 397, 398, 399. I put 400, little over $400 in my e-fund, I call it. The escrow account, your voluntary escrow. I'm calling it an e-fund, or a tire fund is what I'm using it for. So for that week, just over $400 went into that. So yeah. What's up, Joe? I would weigh a lot less if eating too much made me sick. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, look. I mean, no bullshit. Oh, you've been to dinner with me, Glenn. You know I don't eat much. I mean, I got half my fucking food left here. Look at this retarded shit. What a waste of money. I got a whole filet, the whole rice, whole beans. Now, what I will do with this is I'll close it, I'll put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll try to eat it tomorrow for lunch. But it will be nasty leftover, so I'll end up throwing it away. So it's pretty much a waste of money. I pretty much bought it for one fillet and a bite of rice. And I was only going to get the 2 fillets. I think they charge you $10 if you get just the items. But I really wanted a mouthful of the beans and rice. And that's what I got. Oh, I'm dying, boys. After this live, I'm taking my medications and going to bed. It scared me. That's why I said I'm taking my I thought, oh crap, did I forget my pills? Don't eat truck stop fish that has mercury in it. So Joe, just so I'm clear and I understand this correctly, does store-bought fish not have mercury in it? I must be in a lull with that, Michael, because I have zero. I have 2 cents left on my permits and 0 left on my plates. So I must be. I must be in a lull. Let me get important shit out of there so you don't see it. And so, you know, I'm not bullshitting you because, you know, like we do, we talk about a lot of fucking motherfuckers are liars. 6-month plate and permits. Original balance remaining 2 cents and 0. So I assume plates are going to start back up at some point, but I don't know what they are a month, so I can't add them in there. So figure, let's just say when the permits and the plates start back up, I don't know when they do. That's probably going to add what, another $60 to my thing. So we'll call my deductions $250 a week. That's what they were at Prime. If your truck was paid for, your deductions were about $250. So we'll call it about the same. But I ain't trying to bullshit nobody, trust me. Oh, I just noticed your escrow balance is up at the top of the page on your thing. I never noticed that. Also, your year-to-date earnings. Huh. Never noticed that. I always just go over the shit that make sure I'm getting paid good and that what's coming out's coming out. Oh, right here it says. Okay. 11. So, yeah. So between the plates, because, yeah, this was the last ones. Between the plates and the permits, it's $63, $64. Or I can go to an older one to make sure that's accurate. Definitely lunch for tomorrow, man. Billy's, he's chilling in the back. He's in bed already. He's been out, he peed, he pooped, he did everything he needs to do. He's strung out from the last 3 days of playing with everybody. Billy was a good dog. He was so much better than he used to be around people. He actually dug hanging out with everybody. He even jumped on Jeremy's lap this morning. That's right, Lucas, you weren't there for it. Before Jeremy left, he was sitting on the chair and he called Billy, and Billy jumped right up onto his lap and freaking almost licked him on the lips. Okay, all seafood has. Okay, well, you said truck stops, so I thought if truck stops had something special. We filled up at Shreveport at Love's, and we're almost to Harrison, Arkansas, with little over half a tank. Right on. Here, Michael, let me do this. Let me go back. Let me go back to last week's where I would have been paying for it so I can tell you exactly how much that is. So what were we at? We were at $130 a week. That will solve this problem. $130 a week, and let's see. Let me go to last week's because I'm sure I was paid it last week. Okay, there we go. Okay, hold on. That note. Let's go to a week before because there's only $11 on that. That might have been. Let's go to a couple weeks ago. That way we know we're paying the full amount. If you know what I mean, because I could have just been on that last little bit. And yes, I was. See, it said, oh no, they deduct it by $11. Okay, so right. So between the plates and the permits, it's 50, 63, 88, 89. It's 53.89. So you got 150, 67, 80, 183.89. So we'll call it $200 a week in deductions. Does that sound fair? Yeah, permits are $11.11. So oh man, am I out of booger rags? Nope, found a bunch more. So we'll call it 200, whatever, $250 in deductions. Once 130, 60, yeah, we'll call it 250 just in case we forgot fucking some card fee or something somewhere. I'm glad I only got 400 miles to drive tomorrow, 365 miles or whatever it is to Laredo. Because man, I just don't feel I just don't feel it. I'm not feeling it at all. Not feeling it at all, man. Not feeling it at all. Billy's in the back. Joe Jordan says, Angela Welterman, it's Wilsterman. Did you mean Arkansas for Arkansas? Or did you really mean Arkansas for Alaska? Oh, yeah, I think she meant Arkansas, not Alaska. Sorry, Angela, Google Voice to text screwed up your last name. Maybe it was me reaching in his face like I did. Oh, maybe. Cheaper than mine. Okay. Well, I mean, everybody's fixed costs are going to be different because you might have insurance coming out for your truck. You might have tires you're paying off or, shit like that. When I need tires, I'm not gonna have them take them out weekly. I'm gonna just take from my escrow account and pay for the tires. That way I don't have money coming out of my check every week. That's why I have the escrow fund, is for tires and for me going home. Like this week I'll need to pay that $200, $250 fixed cost. Well, it's only going to be the $180 or whatever it is, because the rest of it comes out of or whatever it is. The rest of it is on my side, but I'll need to pay those. Actually, I'll just let them roll over to next week. Fuck it, I don't even care. What's up, Jeremy Brown? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? If you're asking me, Glenn, total should be about we're going to call it 250. I think it was like 230 something, 238 something. We'll call it 250. It was 229 a gallon, right on. Glenn says, damn, mine's like 500. Yeah, but I bet you he's got insurances. He's got, tires. He's got, roadside or breakdown and all kinds of crap coming out of it. My truck's still under warranty, so I don't have to have breakdown on it yet. I'm laughing because you're making fun of Jeremy with his allergies, and here you are blowing your nose. Yeah, I'm sick, Joe. I got a cold. My body aches. My fucking hips hurt. My chest is all congested. I think Jeremy got us all sick. I think that's karma for making fun of Jeremy. What is but see, Jeremy's not supposed to have allergies, so he probably got sick and just said he had allergies. I have NTP warranty and my workers' comp is $50 more than yours here in North Carolina. Jesus. Wow, your workers' comp is expensive. Turn the light on, you're sitting in the dark. Oh. Whoops. There. Is that better? Hell no, OTR Vic, would I go to Schneider. Going to Schneider, they're worse than Prime when it comes to micromanaging. Yeah, it is, Michael, for sure. Free. Sean Fairman says, do you have the Select 2000 on your warranty? I don't know what the Select 2000 is. On my warranty for the truck, it is a Freightliner warranty, exclusive Freightliner. It's from Freightliner, and it's the highest one you can get. Yeah, it's a level 4, and they only go up to 4. It pretty much covers almost everything for 5 years, 600,000 miles, or is it 6 years, 600,000 miles? I know it's 600,000 miles, but I can't remember if it's 5 or 6 year. And if it's a warrantable item that failed, the towing is covered. Schneider doesn't have. I thought Schneider did have cameras. Yeah, Schneider has cameras. This guy I knew got busted on his camera at Schneider. He got busted. He got busted just for talking shit. They busted him. Not for independent contractors. Oh, okay. Oh no, turn that light back off. You're looking ugly. Just kidding. You're so funny. That's the best warranty. Level 4 covers after treatment too. Okay. Yeah, I know. It pretty much covers everything. The only thing is, I talked to Freightliner about cleaning my DEF filter at 500,000 miles, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't clean them. Daimler doesn't recommend cleaning them, so we just replace it, and it's $4,000 to $6,000 depending on the filter, which one's in the truck, or some bullshit. Something made it between 4 and 6. Why is this guy parking right there? Look at this shit. That guy walking right there is just parked right there. That's the exit. That's the fucking exit of the fuel island. I mean, why in the fuck are you parking right there at the exit? Maybe I don't know something that he knows. Maybe, he's special and fuck it. Just park at the exit of the fuel island going in backwards. You should clean it once and then replace next time. Yeah, so the shop down by my house, he was like, yeah, don't replace it. He goes, I've never heard such a thing. He goes, depending on how bad yours is, he goes, the cheapest is like $1,500 up to like 2,000 or something like that. And I said, well, I don't really idle my truck. I've got an APU. He says, oh, well, then yours will probably be the cheapest. So figure $1,500. And they take it out, send it out to a place that bakes it or whatever they do. And that's what he said. He says, depending on what they charge, they'll charge this to this depending on how bad it is. But he says, if I don't idle my truck, it won't be bad. And it's funny because he recommended cleaning it every 200,000 miles. And I was like, really? Because on my thing it says 500,000. Then when I told him that I don't idle the truck, he says, that's probably why. He goes, yeah, he goes, if you don't idle your truck, then it's probably not bad at all. But he said, I can't remember if he said 200,000 or 250,000 that he usually recommends cleaning them. Emergency poo-poo. But Michael, I won't be in trucking by the time this truck needs it. If I clean it at 500,000 and replace it at 1,000,000 miles, I won't be driving this truck at 1,000,000 miles, so I ain't worried about it then. Oh, I see what you're saying. The dude's got to take an emergency poo-poo. Maybe. I mean, you can always pull in straight. I mean, the right direction. He knows Savi. He know English. What? Save. Dave, we thought we seen it all, but we really haven't when it comes to trucking. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, cool. Peterbilt, you got your APU. Right on. Hopefully you'll get it paid off before it needs to be replaced again. I'd look up places that specialize in just emissions. It's cheaper than that. Yeah, but here's the thing, man. If I'm going to save 100 or 200 bucks and have to drive to Houston to get it done, I ain't doing it. I'll spend the extra 200 bucks and get it done 7 miles from my house. That way I can just go leave my truck there, go to enjoy my home time, and go pick my truck up when I'm ready to go back trucking. No, he's going back. He's walking back. You know what? He's got something in his hand. I wonder if that's a scale ticket. I wonder if he parked like that to get a scale ticket. I mean, I guess it would be better to park like that than to just block the scale. Shit, that Prime, they install your APU in like 2 hours, if that long. Save half on the cleaning. I don't know, man. I can't believe that it would be cheaper in Prime, because Prime, it cost me $1,500 to have it cleaned. And usually, Prime was always the cheapest as anywhere. I couldn't believe it'd be cheaper than that to have it, cleaned. I mean, for them to take it all apart and change those gaskets or whatever they do and all that. Two hours, that's why they break down every day. Michael, $800 at a dealer to... Dude, did you not hear me just say they want $4,000 to $6,000 to do it at the Freightliner dealer? Yeah, but... Are you talking about Kenworth? Yeah, no. I'd need you to show me a receipt on that. There ain't no way Kenworth is going to clean a DEF filter for $800. I mean, they might, though, because they get cleaned every 10,000 miles because they fucking break every 10,000 miles. My buddy in his Peterbilt, that DEF filter's been replaced like 2 times already in 150,000 miles. Did you buy box? What? Did I buy box? What the fuck are you talking about? Buy box, huh? One box. I missed something. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about, this box shit. Something ain't showing for me. One box. Did you buy box? One box, California. I'm trying to go, no DEF filter, hint, hint. I hear that deleting your truck kills the longevity of your engine, especially if it's a Cummins. So that's something to think about. Oh, NA. You don't have the NTP extended warranty. I don't know, Jason. I put 60,000 on mine and had no DPF problems. Don't jinx yourself, bro. My buddies, his last 2 Peterbilts have both had. What year's your Peterbilt? His right now is a 2024, I believe, and the one before was a 20. Well, if this is a 4, he had it a year or two ago, 3. Maybe it was a 2020, 2019, something like that. One box, the entire emission system for Freightliner. My emission system's intact, if that's what you're asking. No, I'm not going to delete going back a few years. Yours is a 2020? Yeah. Yeah, I believe his first truck was a 2020. Well, let's see. This truck right now he's got is a 2022 or a 2023, and his truck would have been 3 years newer than that. So it was either a 2019 or a 2020. And that first truck had def problems a couple of times within 300,000 miles or so. And this truck's had it twice, plus some transmission issues. The shitty part is he's had to have it towed twice, which, you know, towing can be a pain in the ass. That guy's still sitting there in that fucking fuel island out backwards. I want to go over there and ask him, hey, bro, you know you're backwards? You know you're in there backwards, man? You should sign up for NTP extended warranty with Landstar. Oh, no, I don't need that. My truck's already under an extended warranty. I've got another 115,000 miles to go on my warranty. I'm a tow guy. You ain't a fan of tow trucks? Oh, I love tow trucks. I've always wanted to be a tow truck driver. I love tow trucks and everything about tow trucks. I don't like being in a situation of needing to be towed. What I mean by that, that means you're broke down either in a lane or on a shoulder of a freeway. Well, usually when you need a tow, you're fucked in the middle of a lane or something, or in a driveway, or like me, I got stuck on ice and the McDonald's parking lot, and I had to get towed 3 feet off the ice. It's just when you need a tow truck, it's never a convenient time. I mean, it always hurts, but you know, like if this truck just wouldn't start tomorrow, all right, it's gonna suck because you got to spend all the money, but at least you're not blocking a lane of a highway. Usually you're blocking a lane of a highway, or you had an accident or some bullshit. I did not buy the box to go to California. I probably should order it so it comes in by the time I go home next time. Michael Page says 7060 is to clean it, but was $405 more for parts, V-bands, and gaskets. Just looked at receipt, so $1165. Okay, that's not bad. When was this done, Michael? Yeah, maybe it's easier to do on a Kenworth or something, but my fucking Freightliner dealer won't even clean them. So if my guy up the street wants $1,500 to do it, so a couple $100 more for the convenience of it being 7 miles from me, that's where I ain't gonna worry about it. But yeah, his was the same thing. It was, you know, with the parts, tax, labor, and everything, it was gonna be about $1,500, as long as mine didn't need the 3-day bake or whatever he called it. Yeah, Jason, when my truck's out of warranty, if I'm still with Landstar, you damn straight I'll be getting that warranty. But as of right now, I'm not going to get it, you know, because I don't need it. Okay. So 10/19/22. You know that's a couple years ago, right? You know there's prices of everything's been going up. So I would think $1,500 would be a good deal. Because, you know, our failing economy and fucking skyrocketing everything. Everything's done gone up. Hell, you can't even buy an egg for under $1 an egg. The fuck? So they say. I still see eggs, a dozen eggs at the store for $3.50, $3.79. I don't know where these TikToks I'm seeing where, oh my God, a dozen eggs are $100. Yeah, well, those dozen eggs are going to sit there forever because ain't nobody going to pay $100 for a dozen eggs. I don't care how bad you want those eggs. You know what I mean? But Trump lowered the price of DPF cleaning. Didn't you see the new bill? Shut up. That's funny. Trump lowered the price of DPF. That'd be awesome if he did. To do my DPF filters, it's going to be about $1,500 by the time everything's done. That's cleaning the filter, that's R&R in the filter, and I believe you got to change a couple of band clamps and gaskets maybe or something. I know there's some parts involved also. I guess you can't take those clamps off. You got to cut them off or something. I don't know. The only reason why I say that is because at Prime, they had to replace the clamps. And when I talked to the guy about it, he was talking about replacing clamps. So they must be a one-time use deal. Brian S. says, hi, Dave. Did you get a load? Just getting here. Yes, I booked a load on Thursday to pick up Tuesday morning. I'm picking up at the ports, and I'm going to Laredo. I'm dropping that load off, so that will be Tuesday. I'm dropping that load off Wednesday morning, and I'm picking up a load Wednesday afternoon that drops off Thursday morning in Houston, and then I'll be going home. And I have a day buffer in there because I'm supposed to pick up Wednesday, but you know how it goes when you're in Laredo. Oh, it didn't come across the border. It won't be here till tomorrow. So I have a day buffer to get home by Friday. He didn't legalize getting rid of it, though? Yeah, we'll never get rid of DEF and all that bullshit. Yeah. Jason says that's way overpriced. You can get new filters for that. Okay. All right. I don't know where the fuck you guys live. Freightliner wants $4,000 to $6,000 for new filters. So I don't know where you're going to where. And Prime it's $1,500 or $1,800 to get the filters cleaned. I can't remember if I asked TA or if they even do it. But I don't know where you're going, but I don't know if anywhere around here is going to do it for new filters for $1,500. My truck is a 2023, Joe. I got new DPF filters from Freightliner for $600 for each. Okay, and who put them in? How much do they charge you to put them in? Well, still, I don't know what Freightliner that was, but the Houston Freightliner wants $4,000 to $6,000 to put new filters in. Let's do a little Googling. Google. $2023 Freightliner cast Cascadia, DPF filter. $15.95 new Detroit and Freightliner one box full service. $15,995. I mean $15.95.95. Freightliner Western Star $1,059 for a filter. Dorman HD Solutions diesel particulate filter $2,000. OTR diesel particulate filter for Detroit diesel $997. Freightliner Cascadia DPF after treatment. Oh, that's the after treatment system. Here's another one for $789. Here's another one, $1,708. So like I said, I don't know where the fuck you guys are getting this shit done at, but
when you're ready. Ready to roll.
But the Freightliner by my house wants a shitload of money. I was at a TA in Knoxville across from Freightliner shop, and I got a new NOx sensor and new DPS filters for $2,700 total. Okay, well, how much was it? So your NOx sensor was $2,000? It was $2,100 for a NOx sensor? And who changed those parts? I mean, obviously you did, huh? I'm not in Ohio either. I'm not changing. I ain't fucking climbing under the truck and changing no DEF filters. Or the after treatment filters. You got two cattle haulers. I guess they just don't know how to freaking get out of a truck stop, so they're gonna just go out the exits. I mean, instead of going left, boys, you could have went right. Is everyone stuck on stupid in this place? The exit is down that way, right there, or you could have turned. You can go around the scale right there and go out the entrance, because they're going out the entrance. But the actual exit is down that way. I mean, I'm surprised to see the experienced tractors, you know, the hooded guys, to be doing that. TA changed them. That's not, those, no, exit only means exit. That's the truck's exiting the fuel line. That don't mean to exit out. That's, he's going to go through backwards too. Look, he thought about it. He's reading. See, the fuel islands are coming in there, and that's the exit of the fuel islands, not for trucks to exit. You know, it's, in other words, if you're coming over here, that's the exit. Well, I guess, you know what? I guess you could read that. I guess you could read that as exit only. I mean, if for some reason you think fucking fuel islands are exits, but again, that's just no common sense, because when I look at that, that tells me that's the exit of the fuel island coming this way. Don't go that way. That's not the entrance. That's the exit. Not the exit to the truck stop, because I know they don't make you take a fucking IQ test to become a truck driver, although I really think they should. You would never exit through a fuel island to leave a truck stop when the fuel island comes in that way. You never go in the fuel island, turn around and go back out the fuel island. That's just dumb. It's fucking common sense. There's an exit somewhere. Yes, should they put signs up, exit this way? It will help guys. Does it matter that they do that? No. But it's just stupid that they do that. They can't fucking drive to the exit. They got to go through the entrance. But we're getting off track here. We're talking about DEF filters. So you paid $600 for your DEF filter, and then how much did TA charge you to put it on? And how many filters are there? Just one? Is there one filter? Let me check the paperwork. So that's $1,200. So that's $1,200 plus what they charge you to put them. Oh, you're going to check the paperwork. Okay. So these are, and what year was this? Because that, I mean, if that was a couple of years ago, that might be about right, because now they're like $1,500, $1,600 for two of them. I'm looking up DPF filter cleaning costs, and yeah, it does look like you can get them done for $1,000 or less. Cleaning DPF filter can cost between, which is significantly less than expensive than replaced filters, can range from $1,000 to $10,000. Expect to pay between $200 and $500 for professional DPF cleaning service. Replacing the DEF filters can run anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. As high as $10,000. Cost near me. Let's see what it says about that. Okay, in Houston, DPF filter cleaning for Freightliner Cascadias typically costs between $715 and $1,600. This range includes cleaning, potential force regeneration, and reprogramming and resetting codes, with some shops offering performance warranties. You know what? He did say something about if there's a code on. So maybe it'll be cheaper because I don't have any codes. Because that's, I remember he said, because yeah, you guys normally don't bring them in until there's a fucking engine code for them. See, now that I'm looking at a specific area, the price of cleaning goes up. It's like it's more expensive in this area. Maybe I got to go to Alabama and get them cleaned. See, when he told me about $1,500, I thought that wasn't a bad price because it cost me, I believe, $1,500 or $1,800 at Prime. December of last year. Okay. Let me check paperwork. You have a DPF dock or SCR filters and SCR filters. Okay. So knock sensors aren't cheap, huh? Clean deep air filters. Da, 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 da. DPF alternatives. Is that what somebody said? I have a 2020 Freightliner. I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know. My last truck was a 2019. This is a 2023. I don't know if the filters are any different. Let me do this. For me to buy the filters, it's going to cost me about $1,600 for the two filters looking online here. So about $800 each, which makes sense. They're going to go up a couple $100 in a year or so. So I guess Freightliner charges you about $1,500 labor to change them. Jesus Christ. Watt Road, are they still around, that TA? See, here's some DD, but I don't know what brand is a good brand, and if these are like fucking some aftermarket bullshit. But these ones are for the DD15, and they want, yeah, fuck you. Normally 1446.56 on sale for $569.95. It looks like it's a set of two. 2-year warranty on new filters, 1-year warranty on R&R. New filters cannot be shipped to California at this time. I mean, shit, maybe I'll buy those filters. They get a 2-year warranty on them. Two-year unlimited mileage warranty comes with the required gaskets. Remanufactured exchange. Our reman exchange program offer 2 convenient options. Reman service. Okay. Freedom. Same day free shipping. Price match guarantee. This is Dale's, the diesel source. Damn, that's cheap. $130. I thought it takes a long time to change those filters. You got to take the side skirt off and all that bullshit. That's like an hour's worth of labor right there. I'm gonna have to do a little research. But if it's within $200-300, I'm having the guy by my house do it, because I don't have to go anywhere. The YouTube that goes by Big Rick CO replaced his whole one box with a new one on his Freightliner. I remember watching quite a few videos of truckers just having the whole one box replaced with a new one so they don't have a chase problems down the road. If you're talking about the whole after treatment box, that's not a cheap system to do. I seen it on here. It was like $4,000 or $5,000. Oh, $5,895 at the same place as they want this for. It's it's the one box. Was $10,000 or 9,000 and some change. It was $9,446 on sale for $5,895. So yeah, I'm not gonna just put $6,000 into it just for fun. Fuck that. The one box is like 15K. Well, it's not that much here. I'm just trying to save you some coin. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But like I said, if it's not, I mean, I'm gonna have my guy do it if it's within a couple of $100. So, depending on where. If I got to drive to, I have to save at least $500 to drive to Houston. And you're probably thinking, but David, what the fuck? That's $500. But here's what happens if I have to drive to Houston. One, I have to either get an Uber ride back for $200, or I have to make sure I can take it early enough or late enough to where Melissa can come pick me up before she has to go to work or get off work. That's number one. Number two, it's 100 fucking and some miles to get there, and then 100 and some miles to get back. So it's a day's, by the time you do it, it's your half day's ruined. By the time you go there, deal with everything, and then get back and deal with the traffic and everything. So there's that. So they need to put a sign up over here. They need to put a sign up right there that's saying, do not enter, exit only. Because truck after truck keeps going in the exit of the shop right there. And then they have to make a U-turn, which is a tight U-turn. And if you don't do it right, you're going to hit your fairing. They need to put an exit sign up there. Because I was walking Billy over there. Walking Billy, 2 trucks went in there. And now this is the 3rd truck. I mean, they must see it all day long at the shop there. What does it cost them to put a sign up? $50? But yeah, and I mean, the guy did me right on an airline. He took my truck right in, fixed a leaking airline. Boom, boom, shaloom. It was $110, $120. But yeah, I gotta ask TA how much they'll charge to do brakes on my truck. I gotta get brakes done, and I'm sure they're gonna be much cheaper than the guy by my house because I get the Landstar discount at the TA. How come you didn't have TA just buy the filters? Were the TA filters much more expensive? And if new filters are, $1,500 and it's a couple hundred to change them, why not just put new ones in for $2,000, then they just get them clean for $1,200 or whatever it's going to cost? Now, I appreciate you trying to save me money. I mean, the problem is I don't know where you're at and what the market you're in is cost, and that's where a lot of this stuff will be crazy. It's like years and years ago, I was watching Trucker Brown, and his clutch went out in his truck, or was going out, and he was getting all these estimates of this much money, this much money, this much money, this much money, and he talked to another YouTuber that said, hey, come over to where I'm at and you can get it done for this much money. They're like, yeah, bullshit. You're so full of crap. Here's the guy's phone number. They called him up. Yeah, we'll do it for that much money. Okay. So they drove cross country to go get the clutch done. Oh, yeah, for us to deadhead all over there, still the savings is worth it. I don't think it was. I think by the time you did the wear and tear you put on the truck and the fuel, you might as well have spent the extra $500 and had it done right where you're at. People, we got to remember our time is worth something. You know, if it's going to cost me $1,000 to drive to Houston and get some filters done, and it's going to cost me $1,200, $1,300 to get it done right in my town by a local mom and pop shop that has actual mechanics there, I'm going to go to the local mom and pop shop all day long. That's like the brakes. I know how much he's going to charge me at my local shop to do my brakes on the truck. I got to compare it to what TA is going to charge. And if it's, you know, I'll have my guy do the brakes if it's going to be no more than like $400 more. If it's going to be more than $400 saving, or say $300 saving, I'll have TA do it. And it's worth that money, that extra money, for me to have them do it again, because I can do it while I'm on home time, and I'm having an actual mechanic that's been working on trucks his whole life do it, not this guy who started at TA a week ago. They, you know, told him to Google how to change brakes and have fun with it. You guys laugh, but that's no bullshit. I had them change my batteries in my fucking truck, okay? And for you guys that don't know, your battery box on your truck, you open a little door, you pull a couple pins, you pull 2 levers, and that whole step, side skirt, and everything comes right off the truck. And your battery box is right there. Beautiful. Good to go. Okay? I go into this TA, and I don't watch the guy. I get Billy, and I go take Billy for a walk, and I'm like, walking around. I'm like, you know what? It's been a while. I figured they'd have the batteries replaced already. So I walk back to the fucking shop, and he's barely getting the side skirt off. It was like an hour. I'm like, what the hell? And I look, and the metal bracket, he unbolted the skirt from the metal brackets like you would do the passenger side. Not even like you do the passenger side. He did it way worse. And had these bolts everywhere, brackets everywhere, and had the skirt off. He just took it off. And as he took that skirt off, then he looks and he realizes there's pins there. He releases them, and now he pulls down just the metal frame that the skirt was attached to, and you can pull off. And he starts wedging himself between it to work with. I go, bro. I go, you know that pulls right off, don't you? Oh, well, you know, I don't like taking them off because they're sometimes getting them back on is really difficult. So I do it this way. Bullshit. You didn't know how to take it off, and now you're an idiot. So, I mean, it took the guy like 2-3 hours to change 4 batteries on my truck. Obviously, oh, no, I know he didn't know what he was doing, because when I went and I started talking to the guy who wrote it up, I'm like, bro, what's going on? Oh, well, yeah, he's kind of new. He's done it before, but, yeah, he's kind of new, and da-da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, I'm bullshit, man. I hope to God my truck runs after this. So you just don't know what you're getting at a TA is what I'm getting at. You could be getting a guy that knows his shit, and he just works at the TA because it's as close to his house, and he doesn't want to deal with working at a big dealership. Or you can more than likely get a guy at a TA who is an entry-level mechanic just starting out, or this is just, you know what, I'm a mechanic here and there, a backyard mechanic. This sounds like a job I can do, so let's just do it. That's the scary thing about TA. And whenever I've ever asked guys about the oil change prices, why TA can do it so much cheaper, they always give me this, well, because they have oil change guys there that aren't mechanics. We're going to use mechanics, so we got to charge you shop rates. Oh, someone's reaching in next to me. But anyways, It was fun. It was real. It was real fun. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the bell. If you don't know what the bell is, it's damn notifications. Oh, and you know what? Hit the fucking like button. Jesus.